Hey guys, taking a little break right now from deer hunting, and was looking for something to make for dinner, and I had some pheasant, so I thought I would do a little video and show you guys one of my favorite pheasant recipes. It's really quick and easy. If you guys like Mexican food, I'm making pheasant fajitas, and I'll show you the whole process I use. Really super easy, and it's really good. I'm going to start by getting out my pheasant breast, rinsing it off really good. Then after rinsing, you want to make sure you pat them dry really well. Then I'm going to take these pheasant breasts, have these tenderloins. They'll have this little hard piece of ligament or tendon in there, and tenderloin, it'll pull right out. You pull those right out of there, throw them away, and then we're just going to slice up all of our meat into small strips. And it doesn't even have to be pheasant. You guys can make this same recipe and use venison. I've done it with venison. It tastes really, really good, like a steak fajita. You want to make sure you get all these little yellow pieces of fat off of these breasts too, because they're not like beef. They don't taste very good. Pheasant fat is like a bitter taste to it, not very good. So now that we got a nice pile of cut up pheasant, we take all this pheasant and put it in a bag, and then we're going to put about a 1/4 cup vegetable oil in it. And then you can do your own homemade fajita seasoning, which is like smoked paprika and garlic powder and everything, but I just bought a thing of fajita seasoning and just used that. About 3 tablespoons of this in the bag with the meat. Then mix it around, and you do that about an hour before you cook it. Then I'm going to throw that in the fridge for about an hour and get other things ready. So now what you want to do is take some bell peppers. I got green, yellow, red. We're going to clean those up really good. I'm going to get the grill going. I'm going to throw these on over the flame and char them until they're black on the outside. Now with roasting the peppers, you don't have to use the grill. I just use it because I like the wood flavor to it, and it's got a good flame on it. But if you don't have a pellet grill that you can just turn on, you can use, if you have a gas stove, you can use the top burners for that. Just stick them right on there with the flame. Anything that's got a flame, you could even use a propane torch, or stick it in the broiler in the oven and put the rack all the way to the top. Just anything to get it next to high heat so it chars and burns the outside of the pepper. So that's what they should look like when you're done. Nice and charred on all sides. Just gonna set those to the side and let them cool for now. You don't have to let them cool completely. You just want to let them cool enough where you can use your hands, because you want to pull all that charred skin off of the peppers. So now we're going to take a yellow onion. We're going to slice it up. So now I'm going to heat up a frying pan to about medium-high heat. I'm going to throw in about a half a stick of butter. Let that melt. And once that's pretty much melted, I'm going to throw in our onions. I'm just going to let the onions saute. And while those are sauteing, I'm going to heat up my cast iron skillet. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing what I'm doing and using a heavy cast iron on a glass top, but it's what I have, what I use. Just be very careful if you do it. And you want to turn that to about medium-high heat. And while those are all heating up, I'm going to take my peppers. I'm just going to peel all of this charred skin off and get rid of that. You don't have to do this. It does have kind of a crusty plastic feel if you don't take it off. So now we're going to cut these things open, take out the seeds and the core, and just kind of rip it out of there. Get out as much as you can. Then you're just going to cut all these up into strips. So now that our skillet's all heated up, we're going to pour in a little bit of peanut oil onto the bottom. You want to use something with a high burn point. Peanut oil works really good, gives it a good flavor too. Just want to cover the bottom a little bit. Then we'll start taking our pheasant pieces that have been marinated, and you're just going to lay them in there. You don't want to just dump them all in there. Just lay them in there neatly. And that's why you don't want to put too much oil in there. You just want one side covered. And they don't take long to cook in this oil, so cook them till they're almost cooked all the way through. You can see just a little pink on the one side, and then you flip them for a little bit. And once they're cooked through on both sides, take them out. Once you get them all out, start another batch. Do them a batch at a time so you don't overcrowd. Then we just throw together our peppers and our onions, get those mixed together, and just turn them on low just to keep them warm for when everything's ready. Gonna chop up some green onion, and this isn't gonna be cooked. This is just, you don't have to do this, but I like this on my fajitas. This is just a sprinkle on the top when you're done. Then we're going to take some cilantro. We're going to try to shave some of that off just to get the leaves without the stems. I'm going to take this, I'm going to chop some of this up. So now I heated up a small pan. I got corn tortillas, white corn tortillas I like to use. You can just microwave these, but I usually heat up a pan, let them cook in there for maybe a minute. Just flip it over after 30 seconds, just enough to heat it up. So now we're ready to build our fajita. Take a little bit of pheasant, put it right in the middle. Pepper and onion. Sour cream if you like that. Sprinkle some green onion on there. And sprinkle a little bit of cilantro. And that's it. You got a nice pheasant fajita. And then you gotta give a little to the dogs. Come here, Gus. Lady, come here.